Hi, my name is Anna Craig. I'm with the Department of Kinesiology and Health Education. I'm here with two members of the Division of Housing and Food. Here on my right, I have Nadine. She's going to be the one that's going to be showing you our modifications for the workout. So if you're feeling like it's a little bit too difficult, make sure your eyes are on her. She'll be showing you the modified version. Here on my left is Farmer. He's going to be doing the full version, so make sure that if you're really wanting to push yourself, if you feel like the modifications are a little bit too easy, keep your eyes on Farmer. This workout is going to be a whole body 30-minute workout. This requires no equipment. So all that you need is a large office space, a portion in your house, or you can come to the gym and do this. Okay? What this workout is focusing on is going to be whole body, which includes core. We're going to be doing some planks, upper body, push-ups, squats, and lunges. So we have a little bit of everything. We also are including plyometrics, so you're really going to get a lot of calories burned in this workout if that's what you're going for. We're also going to include strength as well. There's going to be 3 different circuits in this workout. The 3 different circuits will be in each plane of the body. So the way that I like to train is in 3 planes because we have 3 motions in our bodies. So our world is really triplanar, which means we're in 3 planes. We're moving, we're always reaching and changing. So really we don't want to stick to one plane and one motion of our workouts. Let me tell you a little bit about what that means. The first plane is our sagittal plane. So I want you to imagine a giant glass plate through the middle of your body this way. Okay, anything along that plane is our sagittal motion. Okay, so that would be a typical bicep curl or even a tricep extension, anything that you can imagine moving along this plane. Our second plane is going to be the frontal plane. Okay, take that same piece of glass and cut it through your body this way. So those are a little bit more untypical of exercises for most of us who have been in gyms before. Okay, this one is going to include a lateral lunge. So again, we're moving along that plane. It could be a jumping jack. So any of those exercises that are moving along this plane right here. Third one is our transverse plane. So you take that same piece of glass, but this time you're going to cut your body in half. So this plane is running right along here. That means that anything in our transverse plane involves rotations. So it's our trunk twisting, it's going to be our arms going back and forth, or even a drop step. So anything where you have twisting motion, which is usually a lot of our ab exercises as well, is going to get our transverse plane. So as we're going through, that'll make a little bit more sense to you now. Sagittal plane is circuit number 1, frontal plane, circuit number 2, and transverse plane, circuit number 3. We're going to start with our warm-up right now. What you'll need to do is find a wall space that you can move around next to. So first we'll start with our hands shoulder width apart. Heels are going to be on the ground. You want good posture for this. So you're going to make sure your head is up and your back is flat the whole time. Okay, starting out with our sagittal plane, we're going to reach our toe forward and leg back up and behind. You're going to feel a nice squeeze in your glute when you come back. We're doing 5 on each side, starting with that right leg. Okay, once you get 5, switch to the other leg. Again, get a good squeeze on that back. Keep your head up, nice good posture. Good job, guys. Okay, next one we'll be doing is our frontal plane. Okay, so you're going to take your right leg, reach out, and come back and across your body. The purpose of this one is to get your hips and your legs nice and warmed up, so make sure you get a good stretch at the top. Doing 5. Okay, switch to your left leg. And 5, nice job. Last one is going to be our transverse plane. The transverse plane is a little bit harder, so I'm going to explain this one. Okay, knee is bent. We're going to start with our hip opened up, and then you're bringing it back and across. So the point of this is we're going to get a lot of rotation. Again, we have 5 on each side. Job, switch sides. Knee bent, opening that hip up, bringing it back and across. Nice job. Okay, this one, you're going to reposition if you need to. Shake your arms out. Reposition, same thing. Arms are shoulder width apart, good posture, keeping those heels on the ground. Okay, you're just going to bring that knee up, toe bring up towards your knee, and then back down. Switching to the left leg. These are going to be called wall marches, if that makes it make a little bit more sense for you. Okay, we're doing 5 right and 5 left rotating, so we have a total of 10 on these. Pausing at the top so you get a good stretch. Okay, nice job. Okay, you're going to turn away from your wall. You don't need a bigger space or anything. You can just turn right around for this part. Okay, we're going to get in our split stance. A split stance is also a lunge position. So you can get as wide or as narrow as you feel comfortable on this one. Once you get in your split stance, you're just going to sink your hips down. Okay, so make sure your pelvis, which are your hips, are still facing square in front of you. Okay, so you're going to feel that good stretch right here. What you're going to do is take your hands, bring them down on either side of your toe, and rock that front knee straight and then back to being bent. If your right leg is forward starting out, you should feel a really good stretch in your right hamstring. Okay, we're doing 5 of those. Once you have 5, I want you to change your hand position to the inside. Again, rocking it. 5 hamstring stretches. Switch your hand position to the outside. Same thing, rocking it up and down. Okay, stand up and relax. Shake it out a little bit because you're going to feel a burn. Okay, let's switch to that other leg. Again, split stance, sinking it down till you feel that good stretch. Okay, putting those hands on either side of your foot, rocking up and down, getting that good stretch. Again, we're doing 5. And switch your hand position to the inside. On this one, it doesn't matter. You can be on fingers, you can be on palms. It doesn't matter either way. Okay, switching that hand position to the outside. Okay, stand up, shake it out. Okay, we're going to go back into that same position. So you're going to really start to feel these hips and quads really light up and get warmed up. Okay, so you're sinking down into that position. What I want you to do on the first one is going to be your sagittal plane driver. Okay, so you're reaching down towards your toes, reaching up. So we're not hyperextending our back, we're reaching down and up. Okay, we're doing 3 reaches. Okay, after you've done 3, what I want you to do is stay in that position, rocking our hands back and forth, reaching really nice and tall. 3 right, 3 left. Okay, last one is our transverse plane. We're going arms straight in front, and we're going to rock it to the right and to the left, getting a lot of rotation on this one. And 3, nice job. Stand up, shake it out. And if this is a little bit difficult for you, make sure you take a break in between. Okay, split stance, last leg, sinking that down. Okay, using our arm drivers, reaching down to our toes and up. We have 3. Make sure you're nice and big. Okay, keeping our hands up there, reaching right to left. And 3, last one. Hands in front, rotating. And 3. Nice job. Okay, shake it out, take a little breather if you need to. Make sure your legs are nice and relaxed. We're going to go right into our balance exercises. Okay, so the modification on this one, again, Nadine is going to be doing the modification, and Farmer is going to be doing the full exercise, so just watch for that. Okay, first one is our sagittal plane. We're going to be doing toe touches. Okay, so this one is a balance exercise. It should be nice and hard after you have done your leg exercises. We're doing 5 forward and 5 back. Okay, a modification for this one is to keep touching your toe. Keeping it regular and increasing in difficulty level, you're going to make sure you're not touching that toe down. So we're going to reach forward and reach backward. Okay? We're doing 5 forwards, 5 backwards. Once you're done with that, we're going to switch to the left leg. Okay, so 5 toe touches. And 5. Once you have 5, if you're ready to progress, switch it to not touching that toe. If you're not, just continue with the toe touches. Nice job, you guys. We're going to be switching to our frontal plane. So on this one, we'll be touching outside, okay, crossing in front and touching on the left side of your body, okay? So if we're going right leg first, we're reaching out to the right, crossing in front to the left. Okay, we have 5. If you're ready for your advancement, make sure you're not touching that toe down. If you want to stay with touching the toe, that's just fine too. And switch, left leg once you've done that. Again, reaching across to the right, reaching out wide in front. And advancing it. Not touching that toe down, still trying to reach out wide. Okay. Last one of these, I know your legs are getting tired. Okay? So on this one's a little bit more difficult, so make sure you watch my foot position on this one. This one's our transverse plane, so we're going to be rotating. If you haven't figured it out, rotation is going to always be our transverse plane. Okay, so we're reaching out in front and across. So I'm reaching in front of my body. I'm bringing it back and behind. Okay, so on this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. So if you need to make sure you're placing a little bit more of your foot on the ground, that's okay to get that stability. A modification for you might be to, just advance into barely touching your toe. This one's going to take a little bit longer. And if you're feeling really advanced, not touching that foot down and reaching it behind. And 5. Nice job. Switching to the other side, starting with the 5 on our toe touches. Once you get 5 of those, advancing to not touching the ground. And it's really good to get balance exercises in even after you've already worked your legs. So that way your legs aren't always nice and fresh and it really crosses over to life and getting that balance in life. So that's going to be our warm-up. We've done all 3 planes on our wall and on our balance exercise. This is going to be the on-ground portion of our exercises. So this is going to be our first circuit. We're going to start with our sagittal plane, and we're going to do our push-up matrix. Okay, so the first one, what we're going to do is have our modification is going to be just to be on your knees versus your feet. So we're going to get in regular push-up position. Hands are going to be about shoulder width apart. We're going to do just 2 regular push-ups. Okay, going all the way down, all the way up. I want you to get your elbows at least to 90 degrees or further down. Okay, next one, placing your right hand in front of your left hand. Same thing, 2 push-ups. All the way down, all the way up. Okay, switching, left hand, all the way down, all the way up. And you can take these slow, you'll get a little bit better of a workout that way. Okay, next one is going to be our plank matrix. Our modification is going to be on our elbows versus our arms. Okay, so you're going to get in plank position. First one, we're going to be using our hip drivers. Okay? So we're going down with our hips, reaching our booty all the way up in the air. Okay? Not moving our arms, using our hips for this one. Okay, we're doing 5 total. Okay, next one, we're switching to a leg driver. So you're going to stay in that same plank position. Now we're just using our legs versus our hips. Okay, bringing that knee in, reaching it all the way up. Still trying to keep that flat body. 5 right, 5 left. And switch once you get 5. And that's our sagittal plane on ground. Okay, this is going to be the leg portion of our workout. We're going to be doing a series of leg movements. This is circuit number 1. So this round we'll be doing our sagittal plane. First one we'll be doing is just a regular lunge forward. I'm not really concerned about how far you're lunging. I want you to do whatever is comfortable for you. So if that means a large lunge, that's good, or if it means really taking that step in order to not hurt your knees. Okay, first one, we'll be doing 2 on each side. So we're reaching down, coming back up to base. Okay, switching to that left leg, so we're alternating our legs, reaching down. Again, however far you feel comfortable. Next one, reaching up. So we're not hyperextending our back. We're making sure we're reaching nice and tall instead of arching our back. Okay? Next one, we're going to turn this into a shuffle. So a shuffle means to not cross those feet. You're going to be taking 2 shuffles forward, 2 shuffles back, still using those arm reaches, okay? So the first one, just so you can watch, because I know that's a little bit complicated, we're going 1, 2, reaching down, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching down, 1, 2, back to base. Switching to our left leg. 1, 2, reaching down, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching down, 1, 2, back to base. Switching to our overhead reaches. Back to our right leg. 1, 2, reaching up, nice and tall. 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching up. 1, 2, back to base. Switching to our left leg. 1, 2, reaching up. 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching up. 1, 2, back to base. Nice job. Okay, we're going to switch to our squats. We're doing very similar placements as our hands during the push-ups, so you'll see some correlation between those 2 exercises. First one, we're going to get in our base stance meaning feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, whatever is comfortable for you. When we're going down into our squat, we're going to make sure our weight is sitting back on our heels. Okay, we're doing 3 squats in base stance. Going down, trying to get to parallel, coming back up. Okay? Once you have 3, you're moving that right foot and forward in front of your left foot. 3 squats. Switching feet placement. Left foot in front. 3. Okay, on this next one, we're turning that into a jump. So right now, what I want you to do, if your knees or anything like that is bothering you, I want you to just repeat the squat matrix. For people who are a little bit more advanced, we're going to be doing jumps, okay? So again, Nadine is going to be sticking with the squats. Farmer is going to be showing us our jumps. Okay, so back into base stance. We're going to go reaching down, big jumps reaching up. 2 squat jumps. Okay, switch, right leg in front, down, big jumps. Okay, switching left leg in front, down, 2 big jumps. Okay, that was our sagittal plane. Okay, now we're on circuit number 3. We're back to our on ground. What we're going to do for our push-ups is, again, change up our hand positions. So we're going to start in up position, hands shoulder width apart. Again, doing 2 just regular push-ups. Okay, keeping that core tight. Okay, switching our hand position. Now we're going in, so fingers are facing one another. 2 push-ups. And changing our hand position, fingers are now facing out. This one you're going to feel your elbows are a little bit closer to your sides. Now we're switching again to our plank circuit. This time we're doing transverse plane. So we're going hips on this one. This one you're going to let your hips fall to each side. Okay, 5 right, 5 left. This one it's all right. If your core is turning a little bit, you want to get that rotation. Okay, again, take a little breather if you need to in between. Okay, next one we're doing our leg driver. This one we're going to bring our knee under and then reach it up and back. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult. So you're letting that knee come under, up and back, getting that rotation. Okay, 5 right, 5 left. If you need a modification for that one, again, you can come down on your elbows, or you can either get that rotation on your knees, okay? Because that one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Switch to the other side. Nice job. That's our transverse plane on ground circuit. Now we're going to be moving to our frontal plane. Okay, so on this one, it's going to be what most of you guys like to think of as lateral. So if you've ever done a lateral lunge before, that's what we're going to be doing right now. First one, you're going to take it to the right. We're going to be reaching towards the leg that's lunging. Okay, so let me put that together. We're going to be lunging to the right, reaching over that right leg, coming back to base. Reaching right, over that right leg, coming back to base. We're doing 3 of these. Last one. Switching to our left side. Lunging, big lunge, reaching over our left leg. Try and keep that inside knee straight right here. Okay? Now our shuffle. We're going to be doing our lateral shuffles. Okay, so the same arm reaches on that one. We'll go 1, 2, reaching out, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching out, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching out, 1, 2, back to base. Now we're going to take it to our left side. Okay, 1, 2, reaching out, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, reaching out, 1, 2, back to base. Last one. 1, 2, back to base. Okay, next one, we're switching back over to our squats. This time we're doing our frontal plane tweaks. Okay, so we're going to start with our 3 squats, just in base stance. Okay, so let's get 3. Okay, widen those feet out. Okay, as wide as you can get those. 3 squats. Okay, now we're switching it. Feet narrow, so I still want them a little bit apart from one another, but I want them pretty close. Okay, reaching down and up, 3 squats. Okay, again, we're switching to jumps now. If your modification is that you're staying on the ground, that's fine. Okay, so we're going 2 big jumps on each one. Reaching down, big jump up, reaching down, big jump up. Feet wide. Reaching down, jump up, down, and up. Feet narrow, 2 jumps, down and up, down and up. Okay, that's going to be our second circuit. That was our frontal plane. Third one that we're going to do is going to be our transverse plane. Okay, so again, we're starting back at our lunges. Okay, this one is going to be what's called a drop step. So you're going to be opening your hips on this one. Remember, transverse plane means rotation. Okay, so as you're opening that hip up, then we're going to be turning the arms towards that leg that's opening. Okay, coming back to base, lunging, turning those arms towards the one that's opening up. Okay, and one more. Nice job. Okay, switch to your left side, opening those arms up, you'll be able to see this side a little bit better. Opening that hip up and rotating. Last one. Okay. A shot, we're switching to the shuffle. Okay, this shuffle is going to be a little bit harder because we're doing the transverse plane, which as you guys have seen is the difficult one. And we're going to be opening up the whole time. Okay, so we're doing our 1, 2 still, but make sure you're opening those hips the whole time. Okay, so we're going to drop to the left, to the right first, excuse me. Okay, 1, 2, twisting, 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, twisting, turning the whole time, back to base. Last one, twist, and back to base. Okay, opening up to the left side now. Ready? 1, 2, back to base. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that was our shuffle for the transverse plane. Next one we'll be doing is our squats. Okay, so again, starting with our base stance, we're doing 3 regular squats. Ready? Down and up, down and up. Nice job. Okay, modification. Toes turn in now. If you need to, don't go down quite as far. Just do what you feel comfortable with, but that's still pushing you. Okay, 3 squats. Now we're turning our toes out. 3 squats. Okay, now same feet placement. We're switching to jumps. Again, stay on the ground if you feel more comfortable with that. Okay, 3 base stance jumps. Reaching up, 2. Reaching up. Switching, toes turned in. Ready? 1 and 2. Toes turned out. 1 and 2. And that was our 3rd circuit of the transverse plane.